7 things it means when a guy nods his head at you. Understanding the meaning behind someone's nod can pose a challenge. Is it a mere acknowledgement, an expression of agreement, or perhaps a subtle indication of deeper, more personal sentiments? These subtle nods frequently leave us with numerous questions as we attempt to unravel their true significance. Consider each nod as a word in the silent language of body movements. However, it's crucial to recognize that a nod isn't solely a physical action, it plays a vital and often involuntary role in our interpersonal communication. Similar to spoken languages, the interpretation of a nod can vary based on cultural context, adding an extra layer of complexity to deciphering its meaning. This video aims to assist you in navigating through this silent form of communication, providing guidance to facilitate a better understanding of nods and their significance. 1. Acknowledgement of your presence. The initial and most prevalent interpretation when a man nods in your direction is that it serves as an acknowledgement of your presence. Across various cultures, a nod often functions as a nonverbal form of greeting, conveying a silent hello. It's a subtle means of expressing, "I see you," without the need for verbal communication, a reassuring recognition of your existence. This informal yet meaningful nod is a common occurrence in numerous everyday situations, whether you're at a cafe, the gym, or simply passing someone on the street. For instance, during a jog in the park, when you cross paths with another runner, the brief and brisk nod shared in that fleeting moment essentially communicates, "Hey, fellow runner. I acknowledge your presence." However, the significance of a nod in such instances extends beyond mere physical presence. It also signifies a shared circumstance or experience. Like a clandestine code, the nod implies an unspoken understanding and connection, conveying the message, "I see you, I acknowledge you, and we're in this together." Pretty cool, isn't it? 2. Expression of agreement. Envision a situation where you're engrossed in a conversation with someone. As you articulate your opinion or present an idea, you observe the other person nodding. Frequently, this nonverbal gesture indicates agreement with your statements or, at the very least, an understanding of them. This isn't confined to profound philosophical dialogues or brainstorming sessions at the workplace, it can be as uncomplicated as a laid-back discussion about the latest football match. For instance, as you elaborate on how the team should have altered their strategy in the second half, the individual listening to you nods, likely signifying his comprehension of your viewpoint. Now, what distinguishes a nod of acknowledgement from a nod of agreement? Timing plays a crucial role. When you receive a nod in the midst of expressing your thoughts or during your sentence, it is more likely to be an indication of agreement or understanding rather than a mere acknowledgement of your presence. 3. Flirting signal. It's not just the nod itself that matters, but also the manner and timing of its execution. Picture this, you're at a social gathering, and you make eye contact with someone across the room who nods at you. Is this a flirtatious gesture? It's entirely possible, but context is crucial. If the nod is accompanied by a smile, prolonged eye contact, or perhaps a subtle lift of the eyebrows, it could very well be a sign of romantic or physical interest. However, it's important not to jump to conclusions and interpret every nod as a potential romantic invitation. Recognizing that flirting cues can vary significantly among individuals is crucial. Factors such as personal comfort levels, cultural backgrounds, and even personality types play a substantial role in interpreting these signals. Therefore, while a nod might serve as a flirtatious signal for some, it's equally plausible that, for others, it's simply a friendly acknowledgement. 4. Showing respect. Respect holds significant importance in human interactions, and nodding frequently serves as a means to convey it. When a man nods at you, especially with a profound nod or a nod accompanied by a slight bow, it often signifies a gesture of respect. This type of nod is widespread in various cultures, particularly in Asian countries like Japan or South Korea, where bows or nods are integral to social etiquette. Nevertheless, beyond cultural norms, a deep nod can also convey deference or a display of respect in other settings. On a more personalized level, a nod may symbolize respect for someone's skills, knowledge, or experience. For instance, after delivering a work presentation or sharing expert advice, if you notice someone nodding, they might be silently expressing their respect for your expertise. 5. Displaying dominance or assertiveness. Conversely, a nod can serve as a means of expressing dominance or assertiveness, which may appear contrary to the common association of nods with agreement or acknowledgement. Consider this scenario: during a meeting, as someone puts forth an idea, another individual responds with a single, sharp nod. While it may initially seem like agreement, the assertive nature of the nod can actually be a display of power. It conveys messages such as, "Yes, that's acceptable," or "You may proceed," indicating not only agreement but also an assertion of their position in the hierarchy. Once again, grasping this concept hinges on understanding the context and the specific style of the nod. An assertive or dominant nod typically manifests as more firm and decisive. 6. Sign of encouragement. Have you ever come across the expression, "Nod if you're with me"? Well, there's a good reason for its existence. A nod often serves as a form of encouragement. When a man nods at you while you're speaking or engaged in a task, it can be like a silent cheer, motivating and supporting you. Consider a situation where you're sharing a challenging personal experience. As you express yourself, you observe the listener nodding in agreement. This nod doesn't necessarily imply complete agreement with everything you're saying. Instead, it signifies their encouragement for you to keep sharing. Similarly, a nod can function as a confidence boost. Picture yourself at a karaoke bar, nervously singing your heart out. If you notice someone in the audience nodding, it's likely their way of conveying, "You're doing great. Keep going." It's a positive and uplifting experience, isn't it? 7. Indication of impatience. A nod can also serve as a sign of impatience, which may be surprising. A swift, hurried nod can indeed indicate that the person is eager to move things along. Imagine a situation where you're explaining something, and the other person starts nodding rapidly. While it might appear as enthusiastic agreement at first glance, it could also be a subtle way of conveying a desire for you to conclude your explanation. As always, the context is crucial. If the nod is coupled with other indicators of impatience, such as checking the time, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact, then it's likely that the nod is a signal of impatience rather than agreement or acknowledgement. It's essential to remember that nonverbal cues, including nods, can be intricate and multifaceted. While these interpretations can offer insights into what a nod might signify, the key lies in considering the overall context and other accompanying signals. The next time you observe a nod, you'll have a more comprehensive understanding of the potential messages being conveyed, a fascinating aspect of human interaction. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.